Hello everyone, welcome to my Mario Kart 8 course tier list. This is an obligatory tier list review of this game because you've seen them all popping up and I feel like I have to put in my share for this. So after all the DLC has come out as well, I'm going to be ranking all of the courses based on how much I like them in this game. And yeah, this is going to be very biased, of course, everyone, so just keep that in mind. Feel free to share your thoughts and in the comment section below. Which ones were your favorite? What do you think of my choices? And yeah, let's just get right into it. And so yeah, I think we're just gonna go in order and place them into one of these 5 categories I have. I have my favorites, amazing, great, good, and meh. I didn't put any section that says poor because I honestly don't think any of these courses are poor. Like, I don't think any of these courses are bad per se. And they all have their rightful place in the game. So yeah, of course, there were some courses that I wish were put in as DLC that weren't, but you know, everyone's gonna have the list of that. And I think I mentioned that briefly in our last episode of the DLC, the Wave 6 video. But yeah, let's get right into it. First thing, Mario Kart Stadium. I mean, this is the starting, the most basic, starting course for Mario Kart 8. Every Mario Kart has that first track that's, that really kind of spells out what the game's, what's to come in that game. Like, the very starting track, I think it can go in great. I don't think, there's anything too special about it at this point. So I think that's a good place to put it. It's kind of, your average course. I like it a lot. It has a little bit of a different feel than your classic circuit because, of course, Mario Kart 8 was what introduced the, the anti-gravity mode. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Water Park. I was never a huge fan of this track. It's never really interested me that much. I'm going to kind of just it's a little interesting to me. I don't like it that much just because the theme is a little off to me, and nothing really ever caught my attention when I played this game, even like when I just first started playing. I'm gonna put it actually in meh. I'm not a huge fan of the water park, and I'm not gonna put a lot of these courses in meh. So yeah, that's definitely low on the list for me. Sweet Canyon. I mean, it's a candy themed course. It's pretty cool. I don't like all parts of it, but I think it is, it's very appropriate for, it's a pretty simple-ish course, and I think it's good. I'm going to put it in good. It's a candy course where, you got to have a candy course in the game, so that's a perfect example of a good candy course in the game. Thwomp Ruins. Thwomp Ruins is probably my favorite track in the Mushroom Cup. I like the take that it has on the thwomps and the ruins around it, and then like the rolling boulder thing, gear thing. Very aesthetically pleasing to look at. This is one of the first courses, if you go in order, of course. This is one of the first courses you see when you began this game, and this game really was one of the ones that first showed off like what the Switch's graphics can do for a Mario Kart game and stuff. So I think it's good. I'm gonna put it in great. And I think great is probably going to have the most courses. Just saying. I think great or amazing is probably going to have the most courses. Mario Circuit. We're going to the Flower Cup now, I believe. I might get some of these cups mixed up because there's a bunch now. But there's what? What is there 24 cups now? Is it 24? I think it's 24 cups. Mario Circuit. I mean, it's like a Mario Circuit, but has all the anti-gravity stuff and everything. I think it's great. I'm gonna put it in great. I'm also not really putting these. I'm not placing these in any particular order within these categories. So yeah, that would take too long, and I wouldn't be able to make up my mind on that stuff. So the only things that I'm probably gonna be ranking in order is under my favorites, because those are gonna have a select few probably. But yeah, Toad Harbor. Toad Harbor. I definitely do like Toad Harbor. I think I'm going to put that in the amazing category. Cassie really likes this course too. It's a good course. It's got a great theming. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Shy Guy Bazaar in a sort of weird way, and I wish the Shy Guy Bazaar was put in this game. Shy Guy Bazaar was from 3DS, and that was a pretty cool level as well. But it kind of reminds me of like Delfino Square, which I think is a crime that was not put into this game for DLC, but my bias aside, Toad Harbor is a great you know, kind of Delfino Square-ish, kind of Shy Guy Bazaar mix, like, kind of level. It's great. And the music's good, too. Another thing, music does affect my rankings of these, because the music in this game is a bop, and I love some of these tracks. Like, I sometimes actually listen to the soundtrack of this game, unironically, and I know that's a nerdy thing for me to say, but I'm admitting it here on stream. I've listened to Mario Kart, like Rainbow Road and stuff, like, I've done it before, and there's some bangers. And really, the Mario Kart 8 like band or whatever, the big band that you know that they have on to play a lot of these renditions of, you know, of the new courses and the old ones that come back in DLC, do a phenomenal job on almost all of them. You know, there are some courses where it's like, it's okay. You know, like the original was better just because of like the electronic music they used or whatever. But like, you know, the big band versions of these, like that Mario Kart band like that you hear now, is just like, that sound is really impressive. Twisted Mansion. I think it's great. It's a good, you know, it's your haunted house course, and I have a soft spot for haunted houses, you know, courses. So that's why it's an amazing. I would have put it in great, but I do have that soft spot there. But, you know, Twisted Mansion, you know, I think there's some things that could have been done better. I really prefer Luigi's Mansion from DS. And I know that was made into like a battle course on this game, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. But, you know, I do like that. There's another like haunted level that they added as a DLC that I actually kind of like more than Twisted Mansion now. Actually, it's about the same, but yeah, it's all cool stuff. This is another great example of like the you know, like the visuals being outstanding. Shy Guy Falls. Gosh, I haven't played that track in a while. Good. I think Cassie likes it a lot just because of the Shy Guys, and she plays Shy Guy a lot, which is cool. But you know, it's good. It's impressive the first 3 times we play, but it gets a little less impressive to me the more I play it. But it is a fun course to play. And you know, it's hard. Every time I rank any of these lower down, it's hard for me to do that because like they're all great courses. I mean, and each course has something enjoyable about them. Dolphin Shoals. Great course. Yeah, I like Dolphin Shoals a lot. Also, the music is absolutely great. That sax solo that's in there, whoever performed that, good job. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, love the theming. I love the giant eel. You know, good stuff there. Electrodome, amazing. I think that's an amazing course. You know, the Electrodome, like the big dance floor thing with all the sounds. You know, the electronic beats that go on there, all the colors. It's really, really a great showing example of what the Switch's graphics could do for a Mario Kart game when this game first came out. And I know this game eventually came out on Wii U, and even it was impressive then too. But it just looks phenomenal. And you know, the music is a banger, of course. And yeah, all the anti-gravity stuff there is really cool to kind of look at as you play. So good stuff. Mount Wario. That's a great course. I think it's fair to put that in great. There's 3 sections. It's one of those separate and they don't repeat. It's just a straight shot, which is kind of cool. And I just like the theming, how there's so many different like versions of the level with each lap. You know, like the second lap is like with like the starting to go down the mountain through the trees. The first one's like going up like at the start at the top. And I also adore how you start the race in a helicopter, and like in a helicopter that shoots you off onto the top of the mountain to start going. I think that's a really cool touch too. I like that. All right, so that was the Star Cup, I think. Now we're going to the Special Cup for Cloud Top Cruise. Amazing. I love it. I also like that there's a little part of, you know, there's a little part in there that's actually on like the airship. There was a course on DS called Airship Fortress that I really wish had made it into this game. Because I really liked that too, and that plays more with that, like, you know, with the airship level and having like a Mario Kart course on an airship. But this is a little bit of that, so that's cool. And the cloud section is really cool with the lightning and everything. And the music, you know, the music refers to Mario Galaxy, so that's really cool too. Give some nods to Mario Galaxy as well, so that's cool. Bone Dry Dunes. I think it's good. It's the one thing I like the reddish tone on this. Besides that, I don't think it's liked by a lot of people. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in great. because I don't have any problem with this course. It actually sometimes it actually can be quite a challenging course sometimes, which I do appreciate. I like the challenging courses, but yeah, it can be quite challenging sometimes, especially if you're trying to do it on 200cc. It's pretty good. It's not really bad or good for me. It's almost in the good category, but yeah. Bowser's Castle. Oh man. Is that a favorite? I love all the Bowser's Castle. I'll put it in amazing. I'm gonna put it in amazing. I wish the N64 Bowser Castle made it in. But yeah, this one's really close to my favorite, so I'll put it like up here to like show that like this is good. I mean, it's Bowser's Castle. Like what's not to like about that? You know, I love the Bowser's Castle, so I'm going to do that. You know, and I love the heavy metal that kicks in when you get in there. It's a little bit of a different take on the Bowser Castle theme, the Bowser Castle music for Mario Kart. So all of it's really good. The visuals are stunning. You know, of course. And I like the beginning section actually a lot, where there's like the traps, like the spiked ball and the fire sticks and stuff going around. Like, you know, that you really feel like you're in a Bowser's Castle when you're doing that. And I guess the last one of that cup is Rainbow Road, of course. This is the Mario Kart 8 Rainbow Road, because there are now, I think, 5 or 6 Rainbow Roads in this game. I think. Or I think there's 5. There's 5. It's 5, and this is the one that came out with the game. It has more of like a space station feel to it, and I really like that. I'm going to put that in amazing, just above Bowser's Castle there. I mean, it's Rainbow Road. I mean, for people who don't play this game a lot, they may not like Rainbow Road because it's hard, and I totally get that. But also in this game, you have assisted driving mode, so you know all your worries of Rainbow Road can go away if you just turn on that little antenna on your cart. For those of you who don't like to actually play the game, love the music. The music is fantastic. All the Rainbow Road themes are fantastic, but this one definitely knocks it out. You know, and yeah. It's Rainbow Road. What more? You know, it's a different take on a Rainbow Road than the previous one. There's a place where you go to like the state, like the space like station satellite thing, and that's a cool touch as well. You know, it kind of plays with the Rainbow Road theme, but adds a little bit of a twist to it, with being like, oh, this is like we're like on like a space station almost, and it's cool. The texture of like the actual road is like a little bit different, so that's cool. Moo Moo Meadows. This is a classic. It's great. It's a classic at this point from Wii. I will say this. My first Mario Kart I ever played was Mario Kart DS. And then I played Double Dash shortly afterwards when I was able to get it on an emulator. But it was a really bad emulator at the time because I didn't know what Dolphin was. But, you know, Mario Kart DS was the first one I played. And then played a little bit of Double Dash, and then I got Wii. And I spent most of my time when I was a kid. My Mario Kart games were DS and Wii, so I definitely have nostalgia for those two games. And so yeah, Mario Kart Wii has a little bit of nostalgia for me. You know, that was like in the Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart Wii, I think. So you know, pretty simple course, but you know, it's pretty fun, and it can still be intense if you're playing with people. It can still be a high stakes course. Mario Circuit of the Shell Cup. Yeah, this is the Shell Cup now. Mario Kart Circuit, it's great. I'll put that in there. It's like, I mean, it's another Mario Kart Circuit. You know, it's another Mario Circuit. This one's from the Game Boy Advanced. I never played the Game Boy Advanced Mario Kart, actually, because I've never owned the console. But, yeah. It's got good music, you know, the band's going. And it's a good standard circuit course, you know, and I actually really do enjoy a lot of these just kind of standard circuit courses because they're simple, and there's something to appreciate about the simplicity of just like, you know, like racing on like a normal-ish racetrack. While, you know, a lot of the other courses in this game, you know, have these crazy courses that, you know, are very, are very fantasy-like and stuff. But this one is like, you know, you could theoretically actually race on this, except for that part that goes up. That'd be a little dangerous. But yeah, it's cool. DS Cheap Cheap Beach, that's going to go in amazing for me. Again, this is the nostalgia speaking for me, but I did like Cheap Cheap Beach on DS. And I think they did a great job of bringing it over to this game and making the graphics look stunning for it. You know, the last time I saw it was on DS, so, you know, a lot of the things that's cool about Mario Kart 8 is seeing like the graphical updates from courses that I used to play as a kid when I had my DS, and just like seeing these courses in a new way is really something to appreciate. Toad's Turnpike, that's going to be in the great category. There are a lot, there are several courses in this game that have like like actual roads with actual cars that are obstacles that you can hit. And this one I think looks great. And that, I think it was a great course on the N64 too. Never played it much, but, I think there are other courses in this game that do like the whole like car, idea better, in my opinion. This one's very like streamlined and long. And there are no like crazy turns in this course, which is good for like the Shell Cup, like a more beginner cup, to kind of get you used to like the whole traffic like mechanic in this game, but without having the turns be too much. It kind of like teaches you about that, which is kind of nice. When this course gets picked, I'm never upset. So yeah, moving on to Drive Dry Desert. I think it's a great course. It's pretty much your run-of-the-mill like desert course. This one's from the GameCube. Yeah, it's a good course. I like the desert courses a lot. And this is a very good one. It's got the pokies in there, so that's great. I did like Dry Ruins better from Wii, because it actually had like an inside portion where you could like go inside like either like some sort of structure or ruins or like a pyramid or something it was. I don't remember, but that was actually a really cool one that I liked. I liked that desert one better from Wii. I think that was really cool. But yeah, Donut Plains 3, it's your Donut Plains level from the Super Nintendo. You can't hate it. But, nothing too special for me in it. I'm actually might move it down to good. It's not my favorite course. It's all right. I kind of sometimes forget about it, so, it's kind of a standardish course. And again, this one was from the Super Nintendo, the first Mario Kart game. So, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Nintendo 64 World Raceway. I love that one. It's good. It's a pretty standardish circuit course again. But it's got stunning graphics with like the with the pink pedals and everything, and then the glider section. It's great. It's a fun course. I'm firing through some of these quick, I know, just because some of them I don't have too much to say about, and also there are a lot of courses in here, but we're making good headway on this. DK Jungle. It's a jungle course. It's a great jungle course, and it's got the temple in there. I love it. It's great. It's a really fun course if you like that kind of jungle course. And that one's from the 3DS, so that one was more recent. Relatively speaking, right? Because the Mario Kart 8 came out years ago on the Wii U. We can't forget that. Because then, there was Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, and then there was DLC for that, which was like the last 4 cups, like the Bell, the Crossing Cup, the what was it, Triforce Cup, and what's the last one I'm forgetting? I don't remember the last one I'm forgetting. The Egg Cup. The Egg Cup. How did I forget about the Egg Cup? Yeah. Those were DLC for Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, and then these were, and then it was adapted to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is for the Switch. And then these 12 cups, you unlock them all from the beginning, and these all, even the DLC ones, they came standard with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then they had the DLC on top of it that was added. So this game has gone through many updates, and has also gone through these updates and transferred between 2 different consoles. So Mario Kart 8's been out for a while, guys. But yeah, Wario Stadium, here we go. I like Wario Stadium a lot. I liked the DS version better. They did something interesting in this course where they cut off a part of the section that was normal to DS, and they put in like a detour that was like a anti-gravity portion, which is very cool, don't get me wrong, but I wish what they did is, I wish that would have been like an alternate path you could have taken, so that you could still take the normal route and you could have the choice. And I think they could have done a little bit better of a job with that, but still everything else is pretty good. It feels different, but it's still a fun course to play. And if you like those stadium courses like Waluigi Stadium, that'll come up later, that's a DLC, you'll love this. Sherbet Land, the GameCube one. It's good. No, I'm not crazy about it. If you like winter and you like, you know, like if you like winter stuff and ice, you know, you'll love it. And it's very pretty looking. But you know, nothing about it was ever too special to me, so that's why it's going good. And most of the ones that I put in the good category will have that theme. It'll be like, yeah, nothing really stood out to me ever too much, and never don't have any connection to it. So, you know, that's why I put it in good. But yeah, Music Park. Oh, it's amazing. I almost want to put it in favorites because I'm a musician. And it's really, really cool. It has like a xylophone and marimba in it. Or is it a marimba? No, it's a xylophone and a glockenspiel in there. It's got the tambourine. It's got the music notes. It's got the sound waves. It's got the horns and stuff. You know, it's the piano. It's got all that stuff. If you're a musician, you should love this course. And I definitely love the course. So, yeah, this is so close to being in my favorites. Seriously, it is so close. But I'm going to just knock it down just to amazing, because it is truly amazing. Yoshi Valley. Okay, this is one of the few that I'm actually going to put in meh. I don't like it that much. There's a lot of branching paths, which is cool in concept, but in reality, they're eventually, you know, if you play the game enough, you know, you kind of just stick to one path. And there are some paths that you can take on that are like slower, not by a lot, but they are slower. And so like if you played the game enough, you kind of know what paths to avoid, and it becomes from, you know, this course where there's a bunch of different paths you can take to, oh yeah, I know which path's the best. I'm going to go that way every time, you know, and that kind of takes away from the idea of that whole course a lot. You know, the visuals don't do it too much for me. I do love the big rolling egg at the end, but that's about it. There you go. Tick-Tock Clock. Great. I love Tick-Tock Clock. It's a DS course, so I have a nostalgia factor for that. And I think it's just it's actually close to amazing for me, because it's just such a interesting concept for a course. I would have never thought that, you know, even originally, that they would have come out with, hey, let's make a course where you're inside like a giant like grandfather clock, or you're like, you know, in like a clock factory or something. Like that's like really creative, and they execute it really well here. And they executed it really well on the DS, and they just improved the visuals to make it look even more like kind of golden and like, you know, like vintage clock-esque on this game. They made it look amazing. So really, really good job with that one, Nintendo. And yeah, it's great. It's not it's not amazing in my book, but you know, I think it's definitely up there. So yeah, Tick-Tock Clock goes there for me. Piranha Plant Slide, another great course. This one's from 3DS, and it's really fun. You have the colored slides at the beginning. You go underneath like the underground like sewer section. You get like that kind of theme from like the original Mario Bros. Almost, the original Super Mario Bros. And then you go like the big chamber with the waterfall and everything. It's very pretty. And the castle, they got like the castle kind of wall that like makes up the Mario Kart gate at the beginning is a really nice touch too. I really like that. So it's cool. We're in Lightning Cup. Okay, Grumble Volcano. Okay, I am so down for this course every time it comes up. This is an amazing course for me, actually. This was from Wii, so again, a little bit of nostalgia factor for me, but I loved this course in Wii. It's a little challenging, it's intense. Every time you play it, especially if you're playing with other people, it gets intense. It's a little bit more on the challenging side of courses, but I like that about it. It's always like really high stakes, and like I love how the map changes when you get partway through the second lap or whenever it is, when like the actual like some of the course starts actually falling apart into the lava, and it makes your path that you have to take around the course more narrow. You have to take the turns differently on different laps. But it's not like, you know, the tour courses and stuff where like, you know, they like actually change the laps on you. This changes the way you play the track as time goes on. Like it is real, but it's the same track. They just remove parts of it, and that's really, really cool. I really love this course. And the theming is cool too. The volcano, you gotta have a volcano course. And it's just great, and the music is awesome too. It's all intense. It's one of those it's one of those courses that if someone told me, hey, I want you just to pick like an intense course, one that's like gets like your blood pumping, it's like intense, it's high stakes, I'll pick Grumble Volcano almost every time. Like it's very intense. Like of course Rainbow Road is intense, of course Bowser Castles are intense. You know, and any course can be intense, really, but like, you know, this course just by itself, like even if you're just like kind of chilling through it, like And it looks stunning in this game, by the way, too. Yeah, N64 Rainbow Road. Okay, this is like the grand, like, Rainbow Road, like, kind of when, like, the game came out. But I'm gonna put it at the very top of great, actually. I'm a little surprised myself that I'm putting it in here. I actually didn't think I was gonna put any of the Rainbow Roads below amazing. But here's some of the things that take away from me. Again, the thing I like the most about this course is that, like, you know, is just the graphics and the visuals. It's a huge graphic visual overhaul for this course because it originally came out in the N64. I love that. And there's also a straight shot. I don't think it was in the original. I think the original on the N64 was just really long. The laps were kind of long, but because the course was just really long, and so, like, it just took a while to finish a race, which maybe that's why they were doing this here. But this course is actually quite short, actually, because of that. They have the laps the same, but they have it's all one lap. So it's a little, like, sometimes it feels a little lackluster, and it's not that hard either. It's like you just have to drift around these long turns, like these really, like, extended turns, and there's no, like, really quick turns you need to be careful of. It's pretty easy not to fall off the course. It's actually a pretty easy Rainbow Road. The hardest part is probably the part with the chain chomps bouncing off, and that's kind of cool. The train was a little bit of an interesting choice. I think I like the train in there. It's interesting, but it also wasn't in the original. I do like how they kept the fireworks, but it doesn't stick out to me too much. Again, it is a really grand Rainbow Road to play on, and it feels big. It feels, you know, it feels grand. It feels final because it was the final Rainbow Road in the original Mario Kart 8. Amazing, because all Rainbow Roads honestly are amazing. But yeah, when I think of Rainbow Road, right, I think of all, like, a lot of that stuff. You know, the Rainbow Road, the pretty visuals, the outer space stuff. But I also think of, you know, like, tight turns, being able to, like, being very treacherous. You can fall off easily. Like, they're normally very difficult courses, and this one isn't that difficult. Yoshi Circuit. This is okay. This one is is it the Egg Cup? I think so. Great course. I love it. The theme, the music is great. That's a classic Mario Kart theme for this course. And you know, it's a really cute looking course because it's actually in the shape of Yoshi. So it's, you know, great job on the creativity there. And that's all I can say about that one. It's a kind of a standard, like, circuit course, kind of, but it's got some tricky turns in there. It's got a cool shortcut through the waterfall. It's pretty, and it's cute in the shape of Yoshi, and it's got great music, so that's gonna go in great for me. Excite Bike Arena. All right, I never played Excite Bike, so maybe I don't get this. This is a meh course for me. If you wanna practice, like, doing tricks, I guess there's a reason to play this course, but besides that, it's literally just like a long, like, oval, and it's not a difficult course to play. Except taking the turns at both ends and avoiding the mud, but that's not hard to do, and that's literally about it. So it's not that engaging. It's kind of exciting with all the tricks you can do, and that's really what all the course is made for, is just to show off doing tricks. So yeah, it never really did much for me. I don't enjoy it that much. So that's gonna go in meh for me. But yeah, that's Excite Bike Arena. Dragon Driftway, great course. I really enjoy the theming. It's like a roller coaster. It's a really, really cool course. It can be a little challenging sometimes, but it's kind of high speed. It's thrilling. There's a lot of curves on there, and I like that about it. But you know, if you can master the course and play it well, it feels really good. And so yeah, it's great. I like a lot of stuff about that course. Mute City. Mute City, I do love F-Zero. I've played the original F-Zero on the Super Nintendo quite a bit. And I also just recently played F-Zero 99. I also have a video on that on my channel. If you want to watch that, you can. Maybe I'll leave a card or a link in the description for that if you want to see that. And if you guys want me to play more F-Zero 99 on the Switch, just let me know, comment, and I'll do more of that because I love playing it, and I'm totally fine with playing more of it, you know, on the channel or on maybe on Twitch or something, stream it. But yeah, Mute City is gonna go here for me on great. The other F-Zero course in this game I like more, the Big Blue, but we'll get to that. Mute City though, it's great. You know, I love, you know, how, you know, faithful they are to it. Like they have like a lot of boost pads in it on this one. It's very high speed. It's very thrilling. And the sides, I like how you kind of like get electrocuted from the sides like you would in the game. So it's cool. It's very high speeds. It's thrilling. It's got a lot of anti-gravity stuff on it. I think actually the whole thing is anti-gravity. And yeah, it's a cool theme. It's very. They did a very good job of readapting like F-Zero, an F-Zero course into a Mario Kart course, if that makes sense. So good. Wario's Gold Mine. That's a great course. I love the theming. They made it look stunning in this version. It's from Wii originally. I didn't like it quite. I didn't used to like it as much, and neither did my sister Dana. But it's a fun course to play, and there's some cool little tricks you can do, like to kind of jump some gaps and like some secrets and stuff. It's really cool. Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. That one's gonna go like so. That one's like just like barely a peg above the N64 Rainbow Road for me. But I will put it in amazing because it does look stunning. This is the original Rainbow Road that was on the Super Nintendo. And you have to remember that those courses in the Super Nintendo version were very mundane and were also flat. There's only so much you could do with that. And so they did a great job of making it look beautiful in this. The rainbow like psychedelic thwomps are cool. And that shortcut is really sick to pull off too, but I'm not great at it. There's a couple of them in there. So it's good, and it's a challenging Rainbow Road course to play, especially if you do 200cc. And yeah, I like it, but it's not my favorite Rainbow Road. Ice Outpost. That's gonna be a great course. I like the two different paths you take. Like throughout the entire course, there's two passes, the yellow and the green one. I think that's really cool. And I enjoyed that a lot. And the shortcuts and the little passageways on this course are really fun to go through too, and are challenging to do. And it's kind of a thrill ride, a little bit. That's about all I got for that one. So yeah. Hyrule Circuits. This one's interesting to me. I think it's just about great, but I'm just going to put it in good. I'm not a huge Legend of Zelda fan, but I've played a couple Legend of Zelda games right now. I've played the original Legend of Zelda on the NES. I've played Ocarina of Time, and I've played a little bit of Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. None of these games I have finished. So I've gotten close to finishing Ocarina of Time, but it was on my brother's N64, and he eventually took that console back with him, so I didn't have access to the console anymore. So I couldn't finish it, even if I wanted to, and I do want to. But maybe we'll have to set something up at some point for me to finish that. But yeah, this course is great. It's pretty. I like the use of rupees instead of coins. But besides that, the enemies that they put in there are obviously they're using the same assets, but different skin textures to make them look like the enemies from Legend of Zelda. But it doesn't hit too hard for me. If you like Legend of Zelda and you're watching this, you can sue me. Baby Park. Oh my gosh, meh. If there was any if there was any course in this game that I would actually put into a poor category, it would be this one. Baby Park is a meme course to me. It's only like if you want to just when I used to play with like Zach, like we would like settle like a tiebreaker on Baby Park for some reason. It's chaotic. If you like chaotic, if you like chaotic Mario Kart, then play this all the time. Yes, you'll get screwed over by items when you're in first place. You'll get hit by bullet bills in first place because, you're lapping people and stuff. It's very chaotic, but also, if you want chaotic Mario Kart, you can also just turn on frantic items on the rule set, and then just like play any course and use frantic items. Like that'll make it better, and you don't have to play this course because I don't like this course. It's literally just an oval. And there's like 7 laps, and it's not interesting to play. I just don't think it's very fun. It's boring. Even though it can be chaotic, it's not very enjoyable to me. I'm not gonna go that far. I'll put it at the very bottom of the meh category. Sunshine Airport. Good course. It's almost great. I love the. I almost want to put it in great. Maybe I will. I'll put it at the bottom of great or something. Sunshine Airport. I mean, I love how you can go on the plane's wings through the plane, and it's an airport. It's a really cool theme for a level. The airport theme. And I like how you actually go along, and then you go right under where the planes take off. That's a really cool visual too. That was something that kind of caught a lot of people's eyes, on that course when the game first came out. Yeah, it's not my favorite course, definitely, but I'll put it at the very bottom of great or something. Cheeseland, that's a great course. The Game Boy Advance, again, I never played that version of the Mario Kart, but I like how they did. I like what they did with it in this game. It's got good music. It's actually quite a challenging course sometimes. It's actually quite a challenging course, especially toward the end. I always had a little bit of trouble trying to do this course, trying to do well in this course. And what I mean by when I had trouble, I meant I might be referring to maybe time trials or something and trying to beat the ghost, the Nintendo Ghost or something. But either way, yeah, it's a cool level. Cheeseland. I mean, I love cheese, so I love cheese. Wild Woods. Ooh, Wild Woods. I'll put that up here. Just because I like it a lot. I almost think it's amazing. Actually, you know what? I think it is an amazing course. I'm gonna put it in amazing. I love Wild Woods. It's really cool. It's really, really pretty and engaging to look at. It is really cool. You start at a 90-degree angle. That's where the starting line is. It's all anti-gravity, and you start, this mystical kind of forest, with these huts where the toads live in. And there's waterfalls, and there's there's greenery everywhere. It's almost like a tree house kind of area, and you go down this river part, into these rapids. It is a really just visually beautiful course to me, and that's my favorite part about the course is literally just how it looks, and it's pretty fun to play too. So yeah, I'm putting that up there. I always enjoy playing this course. Animal Crossing. It's actually I'll put it at the bottom of great. It's right above Hyrule Circuit. The thing I like most about this course is the fact that it changes each time you play it, and you can have 4 different seasons during it. That's the thing I like the most, and I like the autumn the most because autumn is my favorite season. But I do like how the different seasons actually do change the course a little bit. So I like that one a lot. And this is the Bell Cup, I think, right? This is the Crossing Cup. Yeah, Crossing Cup, I believe. But yeah, if you like Animal Crossing, you probably love this track, of course. But I've never played Animal Crossing. It's not really my type of game, so I don't have a nostalgia factor for the actual game it's from. 3DS Neo Bowser City. Okay, this is the first one that I'm putting in my favorites category. This might be my favorite course in the game. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a number one favorite anymore, I don't think, but this is one of my all-time favorite courses. This is from the 3DS, so it's not from DS or Wii, so I don't have that much nostalgia factor for it, but this is a really fun and cool-looking course. I will praise it so much. It has such a cool idea here. For me, kind of this neon, signs everywhere, kind of almost futuristic looking, low, city. You're going along the tops of it, and it's got Bowser stuff everywhere. It makes me think it makes me think a lot about the backstory to this. Maybe this is what the Mushroom Kingdom would be turned into if Bowser took over or something. He would make it this futuristic looking city. I don't know what really what the motive behind it is, but it's really cool, and it leaves it open to interpretation. And it's really cool. The shortcut at the end is cool with the Koopa car thing with the wind. It's a challenging course because of the rain pouring on there actually makes you lose traction the whole time, but that makes it challenging. And I just love the visuals, and the music is absolutely amazing. The music is so engaging. I love everything about this course. It can be tough on 200cc for sure, but a course's difficulty doesn't really play into my ranking too much of it. I like the ones that are actually kind of difficult. But yeah, I love Neo Bowser City. It is really, really cool. Ribbon Road. That's a great course. I love that one. I'm actually going to let's put it above there. Yeah. These two are there for a reason. Ribbon Road is great. I love Ribbon Road. It's kind of like, you know, like you're like on a miniature toy set in like a big like room with like a bunch of toys in it. So it kind of like plays with like a different perspective there, different scope of the world around you. And like the wind up Mecha Koopas are cool, but really cool. And the Ribbon Road, how it like moves, it's almost kind of like a Rainbow Road kind of thing. And it's a fun course to play. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. Super Bell Subway. That one actually is another favorite of mine. And look at that. We have 2 favorites from 1 cup. I love the Bell Cup in this game. It's great. Super Bell Subway, I just love just the whole subway theme it has going on there, where you go through like the terminal and then you go through like the actual tracks and the subways come through and you have to watch out for those. And there are different paths you can take. You can go on the rails above. There's like a glider ramp up there. It's really cool. And actually, I think my favorite part about this track actually is the music. The music, it's got some accordion in there, so I love that. It switches like tracks. Actually, it switches the music a little bit when you're in the actual railings, like the real actual railing, you know, area rather than the terminal. And it's really cool. It's like this kind of jazz, like kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a really cool like song. I want to learn the accordion part actually, for it, unironically. And there's actually like a cover that J Music on the J Music Ensemble. They do like video game music, and they're like a jazz video game music kind of group. The J Music Ensemble, shout out to them. They did a cover of that, and it's really, really good. It's really, really cool to listen to, and so I love this course for that. And that's one of my favorites. Big Blue. That is an amazing course. Yes, I love Big Blue. It is. I like it more than Mute City. Although I love both F-Zero courses in this game, but I like Big Blue does it so much more for me. It is a straight shot, and I'm not always a huge fan of the courses that aren't repeating laps, that are just straight shots, but this one does it really well. And, you know, it is a visually stunning course. I'll say, I mean, I know I'm saying that a lot about a lot of the courses, but, you know, it's Mario Kart 8. And the waterfall section is my favorite. The water, like where you go in the water and to stay in the middle to keep that stream going, to keep that speed up, and you go near the waterfalls and stuff. That's my favorite part of the course by far. And it's just really, really, like, again, it's also like Mute City. It's very high speed, kind of high speed thrills kind of going on with the whole F-Zero aspects of stuff. It's great. I love the course. So that's in the amazing category for me. All right, that is all the regular courses, everyone. That is all the regular courses in this game. We are now moving on to the DLC booster course pack that they came out with. And so yes, these are my rankings for the original courses. I hope you guys like them. If you don't, too bad. This video is opinionated, and I already disclaimed that at the very beginning of this video. So starting off, I'm not ranking these cups. I know a lot of people didn't like the first wave and the second wave a little bit. But there's some courses in the first wave that I actually really did enjoy. But here, starting with Tour, Paris Promenade. Okay, let me just get something out of the way right now. The majority of the Tour courses I dislike. And there's a couple reasons for that, and I'll explain that in a second. Paris Promenade, that's going to go in good. Most of these Tour courses are probably just going to go in good or meh. Going to be completely honest. This one's fine. I like Paris. I've actually been to Paris once. It's really cool. Again, none of these, these Tour courses, they're not all completely, faithful to the actual, locations. But, they do a good enough job. And, Tour was the mobile Mario Kart game on the mobile device. I never got the game, and so I never played it. And I didn't really like the idea of playing Mario Kart on my phone. I just thought it wouldn't be as good of an experience. I think the thing that I dislike about these Tour courses the most is that the laps change. Most of them have their laps change the course route change almost every lap. And that can be cool, and it makes it feel fresh each time you get to a new lap, sure, but I personally don't like that. I like repeating the same lap over and over again. So if you don't do well on a lap, you're like, oh, I know what to look out for in the next lap. And on these, you don't get that. And also, it locks you into that path. There are a lot of paths that you can take on some of these tour courses, but they lock you to only one per lap. And if you go outside those bounds, you actually get longitude. I like how some of the Mario Kart courses like kind of encourage you to explore the course a little bit and look for shortcuts and stuff, and these kind of work against that. And I don't appreciate that either. So yeah, I was never, also, this is a video game, and these courses are based off of real life places, which is cool in a way, to have like, the Mario Kart game, Mario and the gang, driving, in these places. But at the same time, the courses sometimes feel lackluster and repetitive because of that, right? Like, Ribbon Road, Bone Dry Dunes, Electrodome, Mount Wario, what's another good one? The Sunshine Airport, Cheeseland, all this stuff. These are all like, fantasy like places that you can't replicate in real life, right? And that's what makes it fun. That's what makes a video game fun, and that's kind of why a lot of people play video games, is because, they want to kind of get an experience that they can't get anywhere else. Paris Promenade's there, it's fine. 3DS Toad Circuit, it's a great course. I like it a lot. I've seen, I don't know, I can't remember who the YouTuber is, but there's a YouTuber that, like a Mario Kart YouTuber, who says that he will die on the hill that Toad Circuit is the best course in this game. And I do see some of his points on that. I'm not sure, maybe I'll link the video, or I don't know, but you can probably find it. I actually do like Toad Circuit a lot, for some of the same reasons. But, it is a standard, circuit course. This is the first course you played in Mario Kart 7. And it really is it is a very good starting, basic circuit course. It does a great job of it. And the music is great for it. It's got that, that Mario Kart feel to it. And the visuals are great. I love it. Nothing incredibly special, though. Choco Mountain. Oh, man. Is this amazing or is this great? I'll put it up here. I love this course. I kind of could do without the glider section, but it's all right. I like the music a lot. I love the music in this course is great. It's really fun. And I remember this is from the N64, but I first played this version of it on the DS. So the DS version of it, and I like that one too. And so yeah, it's a fun course to play. The cave section's cool with the bats and everything, and the boulders at the end. There's no shortcut in this course anymore. You can't like glitch over the map and like start a new lap immediately. You can't do that. Coconut Mall alert. Well, everyone, I feel like how I rank this course will be how everyone thinks of this video. I think it's very important where I rank this course, because this may have some people up my throat if I rank this incorrectly. For me, it's amazing. It's Coconut Mall, guys. It's Coconut Mall. You can't dislike Coconut Mall. I mean, you can dislike Coconut Mall, but it's Coconut Mall. I can't say anything else besides it's Coconut Mall. If you know, you know. Tokyo Blur. Okay. This one I'll put in great. I actually do like that tour course. It's not too confusing. It's not too, it's kind of standard-ish. And the music's actually what does it for me on this one. I like some of the billboards they put around. It's kind of funny. And I like the music track for it actually a lot. It's a good music track for it. So I do appreciate that. So Tokyo Blur is going in great. Probably one of the very few tour courses that I'm going to put above the good category. Shroom Ridge. Okay, a lot of people I don't think like that this was added in here because it's a little mundane and boring. Maybe you're on you're on like a ridge. You're going around mountains in like a valley almost, and there is like traffic. I personally think it's really, really aesthetically pretty to look at. And also, this is a DS course, and this one, for some reason, this course, when it came out as the DLC for this game, it really hit home for me. I don't know why. Really hit home for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this, like distinctly playing this course. And my favorite part of this entire thing is the rendition of the music track for this course. The Shroom Ridge music in this game is an absolute banger. This is an amazing course. I'm putting that right here. The nostalgia really hit hard for me on this one, and I don't know why, but it just did. And that I just adore this course because of it. It's always fun. And so yeah, and the new little like shortcut they did with like the pipe toward the end was actually a really cool touch too, and doesn't like interrupt the course's flow. You know, it doesn't. They did a really good job at that. So yeah, it's not that difficult of a course unless you're doing it on like 200cc. Sky Garden. It's good. It's a great course. It's a great course. I really enjoy it. Put it right there. I like it a lot. I played it in DS. I remember it. It's a little bit different than when I remember it, but I like the whole like I like the idea of being like a cloud on a cloud course. And it has like even like the giant beanstalk that goes up. That's a really cool touch, and you can go through the middle of it as a shortcut. It's a really pretty looking course. It's very like kind of it's very beautiful looking. And so that's kind of what I have to say about that one. It's a very solid course. Ninja Hideaway. This one's new-ish. I think apparently it was in Tour or is supposed to be in Tour. I don't remember, but this is like one of the new ones they added for these tracks. This is an ambitious course by Nintendo. There is a lot going on in this course, and a lot of their newest courses that they put in these do have a lot going on, and almost feels a little overloaded. This one, I'll put this one in great. I'm not that excited when I play this course, but it's pretty to look at, and it's got some good music. It can be challenging though. I'm not great at the course. It's a little hard for me to race well on, but yeah, it's kind of there. It's cool. It's very like kind of stood out from the rest when the first wave came out. It kind of stood out from all the rest. New York Minute. Okay, that's just gonna go in meh. It's gonna go in the top of meh. It's fine. It's got a lot of neon like billboards and stuff like New York does, but besides that, like it's not that fun to play on. Nothing stands out for me. I can't even like tell you what the course really looks like except from that picture right there. That's what it looks like. I don't remember anything from it really. So and that's going to be a similar theme through all these tour courses for me. It's going to be like, yeah, I don't remember much from them. It's either a park or like in a big city, and that's kind of all I got. So yeah, so a lot of the tour courses kind of just blend together for me. Okay, Super Nintendo Mario Circuit 3. This is close to amazing for me, but it is a little it's a little mundane. It's kind of tame. It's a very good course. It's a very good standard circuit course if you just want to practice your drifts and just practice or you want to like practice with like a certain like kart combo and you want to like see how it feels. You know, if I want to test out like wheels or like a certain kart combination or like just practice my drifts, I almost always go to this course to do that because it's such a good like standard circuit course. It's easy to see, nothing distracting. There's a couple oil slicks on there to kind of drive around on to kind of avoid on those turns, but nothing too distracting, and it's a good standardish course. It's from the Super Nintendo, so you know you're not getting too much, you're not getting anything crazy, but you know it has been on a lot of the Mario Kart games. So Calamari Desert, fun. It's a fun course. They did a lot different with it in this game. That's gonna go in great for me. I do like how you can go on the actual track and through the tunnel with the train coming at you on the second lap or whatever it is. However, I wish that wasn't forced. Again, these DLC, not just the tour courses, but some of the other ones too, have those arrow barriers that you can't go past, and it removes you back and puts you back on the track. I don't like that because it discourages exploration, right? On the third lap, they actually kind of give you like a little bit of a choice, but I wish they had that throughout that entire course. I liked it better when I played it on N64 and 3DS. Like I liked those renditions of it better. But you know, this one is good. It's another desert course. It looks good. It's stunning to look at, of course. Oh, Waluigi Pinball. That one's immediately going up to my favorites, everyone. Waluigi Pinball is a fan favorite to many, I know, and it is one of mine too. Great music. I wish they had a slightly different version of it in this game because it's just the same one that they used for the Wario circuit or the Wario Stadium, sorry. But besides that, you know, this course is so fun. It brings me back memories from DS. Of course, it's got that nostalgia hitting hard. And the pinball, like the whole pinball, like you're in a giant pinball machine, that is just really, really cool. And they did the visuals so well with it, with all the neon stuff. Ironically, my favorite part about it on DS was actually the music track, and actually the music track is actually my least favorite part about it, about this version, because I think it could have been done a little bit better and sounded a little bit more kind of like synthy. Yeah, I love Waluigi Pinball. It's one of my favorite courses in the game. Sydney Sprint. That's gonna go in meh, right in the same slot as New York Minute, pretty much. It's fine. I'll put it above New York Minute. Actually, I remember a little bit more from this course than I do that one. But yeah, it's another tour course. It's cool seeing Sydney, but that's like the only it's cool seeing Sydney, and that's pretty much like the only good part about it is seeing that, you know, the structures. GBA Snowland. I'm putting it in great. I don't feel either way about it really. It's good. It's an icy course, so you got to work. You know, you lose traction on it. It's a little bit challenging with that. It's an ice course, so you're dealing with that, which can be fun and also frustrating if you don't have good traction on your cart. You're sliding all over the place. Mushroom Gorge. Ooh, this one's very tough for me because Mushroom Gorge was such a it's from Wii, and it was such an interesting course in Wii, and it still is here. I'm going to put it in amazing, but I'm going to put it at the very bottom of amazing. It's a really fun course to play, but sometimes the mechanics of the bouncing mushrooms sometimes don't always work properly, and you end up just falling for reasons outside of your control, I feel like. And also in this game, with there being 200cc, that's weird too with it. That's because the whole, playing Mushroom Gorge on different CC classes, it's kind of it's a little weird. But besides that, everything else about it is great, and it looks great on on the Switch and stuff. So I'll put it at the very bottom of amazing, just because it is such an iconic course from Wii. But it's not my favorite to play. Sky High Sunday. I'm gonna put it in good. It's not my favorite. This one's another kind of ambitious course from Nintendo. I love the theming. That's my favorite thing, is the visuals. The theming is really, really cool. With the ice creams and the chocolate and just sugar everywhere. It's a lot. But it also, for that same reason, is why I don't like it that much. It's a lot. It's a lot of eye candy, pun intended. Unless you've played it over 10 times, you kind of sometimes don't know where the track is completely, and that can be a little frustrating sometimes, especially that part at the beginning of the railings that you can go through and get the speed boost from. It's a little weird to me. So that's going in good. The Moon Cup, yeah. 3DS Rock Mountain. It's a great course. It's a good course. It's a good one from the 3DS. It's not too, it's not too creative, but I like it a lot. The visuals are cool looking, and it's a good kind of standard looking ish course. You're going on the mountains and stuff, and the boulders at the end coming down at you are cool. And multiple glider sections are pretty to look at, so it's good. It's an enjoyable course to play, and that's about all I have to say for that. Peach Gardens. Ooh, I think I'm gonna put that right above Mushroom Gorge on the amazing course. I love Peach Gardens. There's a little bit of a nostalgia coming into factor here because it is from DS, but it was on DS and Wii, so seeing it again is always a pleasure. And this is one of the courses that we played Mario Kart Wii once with my dad. My sister and my dad played it, and he got we were just watching him forever on this course. He got so lost. He was driving around the hedges and kept going backwards, and because he just didn't know where the course was going, and so it was so funny there. Also, on the third lap in this, they make you go backwards through the course, which is actually, it's a little out there, but it doesn't take away much. It's actually kind of cool because the first 2 laps are normal, and I like that. So that's a cool take on it. But you literally just go reverse through the course, and it's cool. Merry Mountain, that's a great course as well. I'll put that down here, or here, wherever. It's a Christmas course. So if you're playing this game on Christmas, you should throw this course on and play it. It's fun. Besides that, I don't have much to say about it. It's very jolly, course. Makes you feel happy and cozy. You got all the snow and the presents and stuff, and the train going through. It's a Christmas course. So, I think people definitely enjoy having that in the game. 3DS Rainbow Road. Okay, that one's going up to favorites. That one's gonna go there, I think. 3DS Rainbow Road, very, very good. My favorite part about this course actually is the music track, and I actually like the actual version from the 3DS better than the one they put in this one, but this one's pretty close. It is, for one, it is a visually stunning course. The Rainbow Road looks like it glows, and it looks really smooth. It really flows well. That's really cool. The part on the moon where like the anti-gravity, where you have reduced gravity, that is really that's really cool to go through. And the part at the end is really fun and thrilling. You go through like the spinning tunnel, and you go through like the glider section, or not if you don't want to do the glider part. All of it is cool. It's not that difficult to have a Rainbow Road. I think it's a little bit on the easier side of Rainbow Roads, but just like the visuals and the music just take you into a different, like, just really take you into the immersion of being like in outer space and going around those planets and going onto the moon and stuff. It's really, really, really such a beautiful sounding and looking course. And I've always loved it for that. So that's one of my favorites. London Loop. Okay, that's going in meh. It's just going to go in meh right below New York Minute. I don't remember much at all from this course. I really don't. It's cool to see Big Ben, but again, that's about it. Boo Lake. This is an amazing course. I really like Boo Lake in this game. I actually like it. I think I like it just more than Twisted Mansion, actually. It kind of reminds me of like the Ghost Valley courses, as well as like the Banshee Boardwalk from it was DS, or I don't remember what it was from, but good stuff. I really like Boo Lake, and the music is really spooky, and it's got like that cool drum and bass kind of feel to it, along with like the spooky atmosphere from the music. It's a very, very cool course, and the fact that it's like partially underwater is also kind of cool. And it looks very good. It's a major one of those, this is from the GBA. It's a major graphic, glow up from its original. So that's always cool to see too. Wii Maple Treeway. I think that's gonna go in my favorites. I love Maple Treeway. It's got that cozy autumn feel to it that I love. It's got some nostalgia for me from Wii. It was one of my favorite courses on the Wii. I think I still like the Wii version better than this one, but this one's, I don't think they really did. The only part that I don't like about this rendition of it is that you can't get items, like you can't really get the same items out of like those leaf piles when you drive through them. Like in the leaf piles, you can get bananas that come out of them, or mushrooms, and that doesn't really happen as much on this rendition of the course. And also occasionally you have like a rare chance of getting a star that pops out of there, and if you get the star out of it and you drive into it, you can actually get a star, and that's cool. That was like a really cool, like kind of little rare thing that could happen, and I don't think that can happen in this because I've never had it happen. So besides that, this is great. I love it. I love Maple Treeway, and the music is iconic as well. Berlin Byways. I remember a little bit from it, but I don't remember much. It's gonna go right there with London. Same reason as before. Same reason as London. It's cool to see Berlin. And some of the traffic and stuff, I remember a little bit from it, and there's like the thwomps at the end or whatever, I think. I don't remember. Again, the laps like change every, like the course changes every lap, so like, I still don't know. Amsterdam Drift. I don't think I like Amsterdam Drift that much at all. I think if I remember correctly. It's got Spike Seafood though. There's this place in there called Spike Seafood, and it looks really funny. I do want to go to Spike Seafood. Nintendo World? Nintendo Land? Make that a thing. Spike Seafood. I still need to go to Nintendo Land. I gotta visit Nintendo World or Nintendo Land or whatever it's called. Riverside Park. Great course. Gosh, I feel like I haven't put something in here for a little while. I don't know why. Riverside Park is good. I do like Riverside Park. It's again from the GBA. Again, a major graphic and visual glow up from its original. It's really cool with the sunset kind of. It's like a little kind of orange sky with the sunset, and the little walking piranha plants. I love those enemies. Those are really cute, and they're really goofy looking. So yeah, good course. DK Summit. This one I'm excited about ranking, but it's a little difficult for me. I think I'm gonna put it at the very top of amazing. This If I was playing Wii, if I was playing the Wii version of this, this would be in favorites, hands down. I think I'm gonna put it in at the very top of amazing though. I really want to put it in favorites, but I just can't do it right now. I might end up moving it at the end. We'll see. But I love DK Summit. The theming is so cool. The music is thrilling and energetic and really just fun to listen to. And there's that, and then there's that shortcut that you can do by going over like the one of the cliffs there's the turns, and you can drive over the cliffs. It's lower and you can land on it. And they kind of screwed that up. They kind of made it really hard to pull it off in this game, and I don't like that. That's my main reason why I don't like it as much. I might put it in favorites. I think I might actually just put it at the very bottom of favorites, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it at the bottom of favorites. Yoshi's Island. Very good. I'm going to put it right there. It's one of their new ones. It's kind of a distracting course. There's a lot of enemies and a lot of like stuff going on. I have played Yoshi's Island, but I haven't completed it yet. I'm actually like playing through it right now, actually, for the first time, which is cool. It's very fun. And the music, of course, is great. And they have all like the themes in there. Even when you finish the course, it has like the course finish theme from it. It's really cool. But there is a lot of like visuals, like distracting visuals going on in that course. So, you know, it's all right. But I think it's great. Bangkok Rush. All right. That's just going to go right here next to Sydney, I guess. Same thing as the other tour courses, guys. It's just all right. DS Mario Circuit. I'm going to put this in great. I'll put it high up on great, actually. I'll put it right here. I like it a lot. It's a good nod to Mario Kart DS again. The nostalgia kind of hits for me there too, almost kind of like Shroom Ridge here. And it's got the original like theme, like figure 8 circuit, the first music you hear in Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart DS, so it's definitely hits home for me there. And the Wiggler sleeping that comes out on the third lap is a really cool touch too. And again, visual glow up looks great on this course. Waluigi Stadium. I really like this course. I think this is going to go in amazing for me. It's a great, like, you know, just kind of like dirt bike like stadium course where you're just kind of going up and down the sides doing tricks and stuff while racing at the same time. There's like these fire bars going around, these like big like piranha plant like things to get in your way, like these little gig. It's like really, really cool. And I do like that. I do like that idea as a course. So I'll put that right here in amazing. I do like it a lot, and it was good on Wii too when it was there, and it was on the GameCube. I never played on the GameCube, I don't think, but I played it when it was on Wii, and it was fun there too. And they added some additional parts to this course too toward the end, some additional paths you can take, which doesn't take away too much because you can still go the normal way. Singapore Speedway. Okay, this one is very visually gorgeous to look at, so I'll put that one in good. I'll put it right above Paris. I like it a lot more than Paris. Yeah, I'm actually going to put the Paris one just down here. But Singapore Speedway, this is one of the tour ones that I actually like a little bit more. Kind of like, which one right here? Where is it? Tokyo Blur's up here. Singapore will be right here, yeah. It's a really, really cool to look at. I've never been to Singapore, but it'd be cool to go. I've heard it's very, very pretty. And this course definitely makes it look very pretty. So yeah, it's all a straight shot, and it's not too distracting. It's fun. It's fun to play. It's actually quite a fun course to play. So yeah, and the music's very upbeat and engaging too. So that's cool as well. Vancouver Velocity. Oh wait, are we going through all the? Oh no, we're not. Okay, some of these are out of order now. Actually, guys, I don't know why it's doing that, but here, Tour Vancouver Velocity. It's just gonna go in meh again. Actually, I'll put it right below Singapore. How about that? It's good. It's all right. I actually have more in the meh category now that we've gone through all these tour courses. Look, tour. And then these. Yeah. Athens Dash. I'm going to put that in good, actually. It's cool. Oh, sorry. Vancouver Velocity. I'll say one extra thing about that. It's a straight shot, and it's cool. It's kind of like at night, so that's kind of like a cool thing. I like going through the snow a little bit and like the leaves falling. It's a cool. I would like to go to Vancouver. That'd be kind of cool. Athens Dash is also cool. It's like it feels different from the other tour courses. It kind of stands out a little bit more, and I like that a lot for it. And it's a fun course to play too. I think the tour courses, the tour courses, I like the later tour courses they added in more than the beginning ones, most of them. Okay, GameCube Daisy Cruiser. I'll put that right here. I like it a lot. I remember I played it when it was on the... Again, I never played the game... Oh, no, the GameCube is Double Dash. Yeah, I've played Double Dash. It's great on Double Dash. It was great on, I think it was on 3DS when it was on 3DS. And on this, it's great, too. It's fun. It's fun to play. Being on a big cruise ship, that's just such a cool theme. And then going into, like, the dining room with the dining tables, like, going around with the boats, like, with the ship's, like, rocking movements and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. Cool obstacle with all the characters around the tables too. It's cool. Moonview Highway. Ooh, I love this course. This one actually is gonna go in one of my. This is actually gonna go in my favorites right there. This one's from Wii. As you can see, we have quite a few Wii courses in my favorites here. And DS Shroom Ridge almost made up there too, so DS as well. I love Moonview Highway. This is my favorite course that incorporates like actual cars and stuff. Like, out of all the courses that incorporate, like, actual cars, I like this one the most. Even more than Shroom Ridge. Because this one, just does such a good job of conveying, like, the theme of, like, a frantic highway with you know, with two-way traffic. This one really, like, displays, like, does a good job of displaying how dangerous and chaotic that would actually be if you were actually racing go-karts on a crowded highway. This one can be very intense, especially if you play it on 200cc. I think it was more difficult and more intense on Wii. I think this one dumbed it down a little bit, but if you play it on 200cc, it kind of ramps back up to what it was on Wii. But you have to play it on 200cc to kind of achieve that same feeling. But I still love the theme of it, of being at nighttime, the billboards everywhere. The music is amazing in both areas of the game because it changes to more like a jazzy feel when you get into like the actual like crazy part of the highway. And you got to watch out for those cars, especially the bomb cars. Fantastic course. I love that course. I'm always excited to play that course, and it's usually pretty intense when I do. Okay, we're getting towards the end here, kind of. All right, Squeaky Clean Sprint. This is one of their new ones. This is the second to last new course. I actually really enjoy this course. I almost want to put it in amazing. I'm going to put it toward the top of great. I really like Squeaky Clean Sprint. It's got really fun music, really fun kind of like cozy, like kind of feeling music to it, and it's a really cool theme. Just being like in a giant bathroom with bathtub and stuff, and you kind of go through that. The theming is really good with this course. Unlike many of the new courses that they added in these DLC waves, like Yoshi's Island, Ninja Hideaway, Sky High Sundae, this one doesn't feel overloaded and overbearing. Like, this one feels kind of more kind of like sitting back a little bit, relaxing through it, but it is still new, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. This might be my favorite like new course they added. Los Angeles Laps, yeah, I'm not crazy about it. I'm just gonna put it next to Amsterdam. It's alright. It's not quite what LA looks like, but I mean, sure, it's close enough. I've been to LA once a long time ago. It's interesting. I don't know why they put in like the section with like the oil drills in there. I just don't know. It's a tour course, so it's going in where most of my tour courses are going. GBA Game Boy Advance Sunset Wilds. Oh man, Cassie loves this course, as do I, for the same reason. The Shy Guys with the little shovels and the pickaxes like dancing kind of as obstacles are really cute. And it looks pretty much all of the Game Boy Advance and tracks got a major visual like glow up in this, and this one is no exception. It looks stunning with the sunset. The sunset looks beautiful in this, and the music is really a great rendition of the music too from the original. It's got like that real kind of like Western feel to it. It's really good, really good. Wii Koopa Cape. I'm going to put this in amazing. I'm going to put it toward the bottom of amazing because it would be toward the top, or maybe even close to like my favorites, but there's a couple things in this course that I don't like as much as the Wii version. They also brought this into 3DS, I believe. I don't quite remember what that was like, but I love the Wii version. If we were ranking, if we were ranking the Wii courses, this would probably be in my favorites. But the music, I like the music track in the Wii better. And also in the underwater portion of this, they They made it completely underwater for one, and they also took out the little electric like fence things that spin around that were obstacles in there, and if you ran into them, you would actually get shrunken, like as if you were like, you know, as if you were lightninged. And they took those out of this, and I don't know why they did. I don't know why they took that out. That was like really cool to like have to like dodge those while you're in there, but stay in the water as you were, you know, because there was water. Yeah, interesting choice by Nintendo there, and that's why it's lower on the amazing list. But besides that, the rest of it's good. I did really enjoy Koopa Cape and Wii, but I don't enjoy it in this one quite as much. Poor Madrid Drive. That's gonna go above London or whatever. I don't know. 3DS Rosalina's Ice World. Fun course. I'm gonna put it right here in great. It's a good course. It can be a little challenging. It can be kind of a challenging course a little bit. But it's a very pretty looking course with, you know, with the aurora and the galaxy in the sky in the background. Cool. It's kind of like a little nod to Mario Galaxy a little bit there. And so yeah, I like it. It's a fun course to play. It's pretty to look at as well. All right, Rome Avanti. This one's all right. I'll put it at the very bottom of good. It's kind of fun. It's a little bit different. But meh. I don't remember too much from it. GameCube DK Mountain. Ooh, I love this one. I'm going to put this toward the top of great. I do like that one a lot. I remember when it was on Wii as well. That was fun on Wii too. Cassie said it gives like early 2000s vibes, and I'm not quite sure if I get that same vibe from it, but yeah, really, really cool. I like DK Mountain a lot. And the shortcut still works too, so that's cool too. And you go up the mountain, and then like the flaming volcano. It's cool. Wii Daisy Circuit. That one's also, I think, for me, gonna go toward the top of great. I liked Daisy Circuit. I like this one, and I like the other one, and I like the one from Wii too. It's original. I like the music from the original a little bit better than this one, but still both good. It's got some accordion in there, which I think it just sounds beautiful. And it's a pretty looking course. I think it's one of the most iconic courses from Wii. Just having like that sunset kind of background on, like, you know, kind of like a standard-ish circuit course, but, you know, Daisy Circuit, it's different though. And I love the statues of Luigi and Daisy and Baby Luigi and Baby Daisy behind them with the fountains. It's really pretty. So good stuff all around there, and the music track is great. Piranha Plant Cove. This is the last of the new ones they brought in, but I think this one might have been in Tour or something, or it was supposed to be. I don't know. Either way, this one's pretty fun. Has quite a bit going on. Sometimes I think it has a little bit of like those barrier things going on in there, but it's good. I enjoy it. Rosalina, I'll put it right here. A lot of cool visuals in there, and so it's a really cool course to go through. It's really fun and engaging. The last two here, I know some of these are out of order, but these last two are amazing ones. We're right at the end here, everybody. We have Super Nintendo Bowser Castle 3. Now, I was super excited when this came out. And this is going to go in amazing for me, I believe. This is going to go in amazing, and I'm actually going to put it... I don't know where to put it. I don't know if I like it more than the Bowser Castle from this, or if I don't. I'll put it there for now. But I do love this course, and it is such... You know, this is from the Super Nintendo... You know, this is from the Super Nintendo course that, you know... Like, this is what it looked like, you know, from the map on the Super Nintendo. And then, you know, when you're actually playing, it looks like this. Like, you take that and you make it look like this. Like, holy cow. Like, that is an amazing glow up. And it is so cool. And again, it's got another one of, like, those metal, like, you know, metal tracks going on top of it. That's really intense, really high-speed, thrilling sounding. And it is a really exciting and, like fun course to play on. Just really fun. I was surprised that this was the only other Bowser Castle they added. I was hoping to get another Bowser Castle or two in there, specifically the N64 one. I really like that Bowser Castle the most, but that didn't make it. That's alright, but this is great. I was hoping for another Bowser Castle at some point, but we didn't get that, so that's a shame. The DS one was fun too, and the Wii one was fun too. I like all of them. And lastly, Wii Rainbow Road. I'm sure we all saw this one coming. You know, if this one wasn't added, people were going to be up in arms about this. And I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise where I'm putting this one, guys. This one's going right here on my favorites. I think I'm going to put it at number 2. I think I'm going to put it at number 2 or number 3. I think I'm going to put it at number 2 here for right now, just because it just did such a good job. The music is amazing. I even like the music for this version better than the original, actually. And We Rainbow Road was one of my favorite Rainbow Roads in general, and they brought it into this game and just knocked it out of the park. Nintendo did a great job with that. And so, phenomenal. One of the best courses in Mario Kart history, I'd say. And Mario Kart Wii has a big following now. And so, yeah. So I have these 2 Rainbow Roads in my favorites, and I have this Rainbow Road really close to my favorites, and then we have this Rainbow Road here, and then this Rainbow Road isn't great. And I wish I could put this higher, but I just couldn't. But yeah, if everyone wants to see, we'll zoom out here, everybody. Here it is. Here's the definitive tier list, everyone. This is final from me. I'm gonna zoom out here. This is my tier list, guys. That concludes the tier list. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments below. If you don't, let me know in the comments below. We can duke it out in there, whoever wants to do that. But these are how I rank all of the Mario Kart 8 courses with all the DLC included. With my favorites being Neo Bowser City, Wii Rainbow Road, Waluigi Pinball from DS, 3DS Rainbow Road, Super Bell Subway, Wii Maple Tree Way, Wii Moonview Highway, and Wii DK Summit. A lot of Wii courses in there. And then these as follows. Not a huge fan of a lot of the tour courses, as you can see, but if you like this, guys, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on these. Tell me what your favorite courses are in the comments below. And yeah, I will have more Mario Kart content at some point. Most of them might be more in the form of streams on Twitch or something. Because I do want to do another friend stream with maybe a friend room and stuff, and get people on the stream there and play with us. That'll be really fun. Now, especially now that all the courses are out. And all the new characters and the Mii suits and stuff. There's a lot of stuff to work with in this game. And so I want to do more of that for sure. The first one was really fun, and I'm hoping to get more people next time. So, keep an eye out for stuff like that. But there probably won't be that many more videos on Mario Kart 8. Maybe we'll do fun little challenges and stuff from time to time. But that's all I can really think about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, leave a comment down below letting me know. Leave a like on the video if you liked it, and you can hit the bell to get notifications for when I upload next. Thanks again, everyone, so much for watching me critique these courses and make a tier list out of the Mario Kart 8 courses. And as always, I will see you next time. See you, everyone.